Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
Cheers. You are now watching Create a Steady Hustle with LikquidCash.
I know a lot of women out there in relationships right now, been with their man over 10 years, maybe even 15 years. Some of you been with your man over 5 years and you wondering why he has never proposed to you. It could be a whole list of reasons on why he never proposed to you, right? But I'm not going run down a bunch of reasons of why he never proposed to you, because there's so many different reasons of why he never proposed to you. You know what I mean? And I'm sure if you really think about it, you can come up with a few reasons on why this man never proposed to you after 15 years of relationship, right? But the obvious is, number one, some niggas don't want to get married. That's not something most men wake up thinking about doing, right? Some niggas don't really want to get married. But to be honest with you, I think one of the reasons why y'all been together for 15 years, 10 years, and he never proposed to you is because he knew he compromised in being with you. He knew he settled when it would come to picking a woman or being with a woman. He was settling for you. You was one of those type of females that when he got with you, he thought that I'm just going wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, it's going to be done. I'm not really going to build a relationship with her. But you end up finding a way to weasel your way into his life, and you end up being there so much for him that he said, you know what? I'm gonna make you my girl. He knew he compromised in just being with you. He settled for just fucking with you. You was never supposed to be long term. He was never supposed to be the one that he just ride off into the sunset with. I mean, I know it's the harsh truth. I know you don't want to accept that, but that's some of you guys' reality, right? That's the naked truth. That's some of you guys' reality. He compromised being with you. He settled being with you. He thought you was going to be a one-night stand. He thought the relationship was going to end before it even started. But for some reason, you was always there when he called on you. You was always there when he needed you. And he was like, man, know what I mean? None of these other chicks acting right or moving the correct way. So shit. All right, baby, you got the position. And he don't mind being in a relationship with you and y'all riding it out and doing what y'all doing. But to get married makes it really permanent and really seals the deal. That really sticks a fork in it and make it, you know what I mean, solidified. And he just don't want to do that. That ain't the way he want to set up his life. That ain't how he wanted it to be. So he just is on cruise control, coasting in this relationship, enjoying it and having a good time, right? Even though he settled and he compromised, he's enjoying it. He's having a good time. But the moment you bring up marriage, you're making him uncomfortable, because that ain't how he set up his situation. That ain't how he wanted his situation to be. And you don't want to really accept that. It's hard for you to accept that because that's the naked truth. That's a reality that you really don't want to accept. See, a lot of y'all want to be a wife, right? A lot of women want to be a wife, but you playing girlfriend role. Now, what do I mean by that? See, a lot of y'all want to be a wife, but not doing no wifely duties. You still playing the girlfriend role. Yeah, you want the trips, you want the roses, you want the dinner dates, right? But you ain't doing nothing in return. You still acting like a girlfriend. You giving situationship energy. How you expect him to crown you the queen if you ain't acting like one? I'm gonna say that again. How you expect him to crown you the queen if you ain't acting like one? You ain't cooking, you ain't cleaning, you ain't supportive, you ain't nurturing. All you do is complain and talk about what you want and what you don't want. And you expect him to just promote you to be a wife. You lucky you slide in the door and got in a relationship with this man. You lucky that he claimed you and gave you a title of girlfriend. But the moment you start saying you want to be a wife and talk about a ring, now you out of pocket. Why would he promote you for a position you ain't qualified for. You ain't doing none of the things that a wife does. And you have this simple-minded way of thinking because you've been brainwashed by society to say, why give him husband treatment if you're just a girlfriend? But if you had any type of intelligence and you thought for yourself and you was raised by a mother that had some type of common sense, she would have told you that you have to come into the relationship with that wifely energy. You have to be doing wifely duties in order for you to have that position to be a wife. You have to come with that energy of being supportive, being a good companion, cooking, cleaning, taking care of him, helping him in certain ways that most other people or most other women are not helping him or never did help him in his past relationship. You got to find where there's a void and you got to be able to fill that void, right? And see, man can tell from the beginning. You ain't got to fake the funk. He can tell right away if you got that quality because we can sense it immediately if you got that quality. I remember one time I was dating this chick, story time. Make sure y'all just relax, get your cup, whatever you sipping on, your blunt, or whatever you smoking on, and just relax. Let me give y'all a story time real quick, you dig? Now, I was talking to this chick one time that I met in Tampa, Florida. It's a beautiful place. If you haven't been before, check it out. I was in Tampa for a few days. Met a female. She was very attractive, long hair. I like women. I love women with long hair. For some reason, I always end up with a female with long hair. I just, I don't always set out to happen that way, but I just end up with a female with nice long hair. And the first thing I look at, for me, is the face. You dig? I know some of you guys look at the ass and look at the thighs and all that good stuff. That's cool. But me, the first thing I look at is the face. You got to have a beautiful face. Then I look at the body, right? So I met her. She had a beautiful face, long hair, body was right. You dig? And we was cool. We had a good conversation. She just told me she broke up with a dude that she was involved with. We were just vibing. I was only there for a weekend, but we spent the weekend together and just chilling with each other. And, when I went back to where I lived at that particular time, I think I was still living in Vegas. And, she hit me up. We spoke. She came out to Vegas and she visited me and we had a wonderful time as well. And she was just a cool, calm, collective individual. She was very nurturing. She was very affectionate. You dig? I like a woman that's affectionate. We'd be somewhere and she'll just start rubbing my hands for no reason, just massaging my hands or massaging my shoulders. I like that because I was like, that was kind of new. I was like, okay, she's taking the naked truth about relationships. Hey, listen, man, I advise you to get your tickets before it's sold out. Y'all already know what it is, man. Y'all been watching me for years. It's time to watch me live and live in color. My live event, The Naked Truth About Relationship. I expect to see you there. Get your tickets now. Cheers.